Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shawty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. The football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie Ragland coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open space inside the 10. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Mayfield looks to throw, and it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it's 15-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. They go play action. Mayfield. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A very solid gain of 27.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Detroit!
Mayfield now from the 50. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ace! Ace!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he is all the way up past the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Mayfield with it once more, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! So! Z! So! Left!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Mahomes to throw on second down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 12 yards is the pickup there. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on 1st down. And this is caught at the end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And his throw here is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Higgins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Morgan Burnett. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Mayfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth. And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Everyone's got 4. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
First down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ace! Ace!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They run with Hunt. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check.
Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, look at that. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.